Hey guys, this is Scott from Adventure Moto Touring. Hope you guys are doing well. Today I want to talk to you about an app for Android phones and Android devices. So if you have an Android phone or device, pay attention. This is a free app that could save your life when you're out riding your motorcycle. It's called AdventureSafely, and you can get it in the Play Store for free. And I'm going to kind of walk you through it, show you how it works, how easy it is to use, and how it'll send text messages back to your loved ones or anyone back at home that may be tracking your adventure and wants to make sure they know where you are at all times. So let's take a look at it. All right, guys, here we go. The AdventureSafely app. Let's take a look at this thing. So on the bottom left of my screen in the dock there, where I have the app icons, you can see on the bottom left there the world with a little pin icon. That is the AdventureSafely app icon. And then this is the loading screen. Let's click on it and let's go check it out. So as soon as it loads, on the top left there, it's going to do a quick check to make sure it has cell phone coverage where I'm at, and then it's going to say there, it says location info okay, meaning that it can see cell towers. I'm in a place where it can send text messages. It can send, the pins with my location, which I'll show you in a minute. So it's all set where I'm at. On the top right, it says not checking in, and that's a little bread icon, kind of like a breadcrumb that it drops as it's tracking you. And then below that, there's a check-in button, and that check-in button, if I wanted to check in just a single time, I could click that button and it would just send one text message with the location of where I'm at as a single text if I wanted to just send one individually. And then below that it shows the last time that I sent a text message with the location of where I'm at 9 minutes ago, and it'll tell you the mileage too. And that's useful, as I'll show you, when you go to your text screen, if you wanted to, backtrack to where you had cell coverage, you'd be able to kind of look at that and say, okay, I had cell coverage back at this point, and I can backtrack there because I know that I'll have cell phone coverage at that place again, if you needed it and you wanted to backtrack. And so below that, you've got an auto toggle, and when you click that on, it'll say how often do you want to send a text message with your location. And when you click on that, it'll just let you pick how often do you want to send it. You want to send it every 10 minutes, 15 minutes, we'll select 15 minutes. You can send up to 10 minutes too. Every 10 minutes it's going to send a text message with location. And for the next, what number of hours do you want to send it? You're going to be out, on your motorcycle, 8 hours, 10 hours, whatever you want to select. When you select that and you turn it on, it's just going to automatically, that's kind of what is recommended, because then you don't have to click this check-in button manually. It just depends on kind of how you're using it. But if you put it on auto, it's just going to send them automatically. Whenever it has cell towers, it's going to send them. So that's really what's recommended. And then down below that, it tells you who it's sending the text messages to. So if you click on that, you can go into your contacts list, and you can search through your contacts, and you can select somebody that you want to send text messages to. And as soon as you select them, and you can select multiple people, and they're going to appear on this screen, and those are the people that are going to receive the text messages when you send them. And so back into the app, I'm going to turn off the auto, but let me show you on your text message screen. Let me go into that. And so it shows you, this is on this device. It's showing, it's automatically sending these text messages. And this is the same type of screen that's going to appear to, when you send text messages to anybody, whether they're on Android, iPhone, any kind of device, they're just going to get these same type of messages. that it's sending out, and you can see that it shows the date, the message was sent. It shows the time. It shows a link to the map. It shows accuracy and some other information. So if I click on one of those, shows that was sent at 8:27 a.m. When I click on it, it's going to show where that pin was dropped. The exact location. I can zoom in. I can see, kind of where that's at. I could even go to, satellite view. I can see exactly where that pin was dropped, and where this person that was being tracked, which was my son, when he was using this app, and I was tracking where he was when he was camping and doing some dirt biking here. And then if I go back into the text screen, this is the same text I had on my iPhone. You can see it was sending, I think he had it every 20 minutes or so. 8:52 a.m. was the next one, 9:20, and down here further, 9:44, 9:46. Sometimes the time's off a little. If he didn't have cell coverage, it would try to send the next message. And you can see I can click on this 9:46 one, see where he was at exactly. Is at that time, whereabouts he was, which is super cool, super handy to know kind of whereabouts and be able to see where he is. And when I scroll down even further, you'll see, I don't know, let's click on one more. So 11:08 a.m. When I click on that one, I can see here's another location, here's where he was, and there's just like a Google map. So if I needed to know, if I wanted to go exactly to where he was, I could have it give me directions. It's just the Google app. So at any rate, that's the app in a nutshell. It's really simple to use. And let me just tell you about one more thing, actually. So as I mentioned, these locations, all these that I click, this is a place that it was able to send out a text. It had cell phone coverage. So if you wanted to, know where you needed to go to get cell phone coverage again, you could use this to go back to those places where, you knew that it was able to track you. Just a couple more things I wanted to mention before I wrap up is that this app, obviously it gives your loved ones back home peace of mind that they know where you're at. And while the app I mentioned is very simple to use, which is a good thing, really easy, the app does have 3 patents. So there's a lot of technology under the hood that the app's using, to keep you safe. All right, guys, there you have it. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Super cool app. And, it could save your life, or it could get you out of a really bad situation. It's also useful to backtrack to where you had cell coverage in case you got into some trouble or needed some help for a friend, or if you really got hurt. There's situations, I know of a couple this year where people got lost and nobody knew where they were because they weren't being tracked in any way. And so this is a free app you can get in the Android market, Google Play Store, wherever you get your Android apps, and you can download it, and you just search for AdventureSafely with no space, just one word, AdventureSafely, and you can download it today for free, and you can start sending back those text messages automatically back to whoever you enter into the app, and they can see a pin, exactly where you're located, just like you saw. So check it out, and happy trails to you, and we'll see you on the next one.